Leatherface is the fourth entry in the sort of rebooted sequel franchise of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it is a prequel as well. It's before the events of the first movie takes place, and it's all about how Leatherface becomes this character. It's about the Sawyer family, their misgivings and the way that they raise each other is just wrong, but that's the kind of people that we've grew up kind of watching these really messed up hicks almost. And we have this character played by Stephen Dorff, who is a sheriff, and his daughter is murdered by this family, but there is no evidence that they actually did it, although we see that they did do it. So he ends up getting all the kids taken off of the mother, played by Lily Taylor, fantastic actress, who then fights to get her kids back. The kids are taken to a sort of orphanage mental hospital where the wacky tests are done on them, and she tries to get them back, and in doing so she ends up just going mental and releasing all the patients and just causing sheer mayhem as these kids group together, break out of this place. They're all a little bit wacky, a little bit crazy, and they take a nurse hostage and they just start murdering their way through Texas trying to get to Mexico. And the way the movie sort of twists itself around is we're never quite sure who is going to be Leatherface. I mean, it gets kind of obvious later on in the movie, but at the start you're never quite sure which one of these three guys that escapes is going to turn into the chainsaw wielding maniac that we know from later movies. The movie looks really good. It's a period piece and it looks pretty fantastic, from the outfits, from the cars to the aesthetic that the stock is used, the camera stock. It just looks pretty neat. In fact, it looks a lot better than it probably has any right to be for a fourth instalment of a rebooted franchise. Ultimately, I ask myself, is this a tale that was required to be told? Do we need to know where Leatherface came from? And I don't think we do. I think part of the fun about the character is the mystery, is not knowing what made him so deranged, so maniacal, so crazy with a chainsaw. And this movie kind of robs those movies of that power by giving you a backstory to it. That being said, this is still a fun, interesting movie with some really gory scenes at heart of it. You're given some nice characters to latch onto and a tale that you genuinely don't know where it's going to go to. You ultimately know how, or roughly how it's going to end, but the fun is getting there. It's unlike any of the other Texas Chainsaw movies as well, because usually they are taken to a location where the Sawyer family just cuts them up with a chainsaw, and that's kind of it. This has various aspects going on. It has a kind of dirty cop who we kind of feel for because his daughter was murdered and he just wants his revenge against the Sawyer family, so that's what he's after, and he's doing things that aren't true to the law. He's breaking it, but he sees it as a justification because of the damage that these people are doing. You have these characters who are fascinating but reprehensible at the same time, but you want to be on this adventure with them, and you don't know, because of their manic nature, because of the craziness that's in them, you don't know where they're likely to strike out to next, and that's part of the fun of the movie. It's a road movie. We've got these five characters on the run with the police chasing them, and you don't know how it's going to evolve from there, which I kind of liked for a change of pace for these kind of movies. And like I said, it looks pretty fantastic. It's got some good actors in it, some good performances, and I was pretty much surprised by how much I enjoyed Leatherface. It's a great addition. In fact, it's one of the better ones of the rebooted franchise, in my opinion. And I gave Leatherface 3.5 out of 5. Thought it was fun. I kind of liked it. Be happy to see more in this kind of vein. What did you think of Leatherface? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.